10 Absurd Random History Facts. Hello and welcome to another episode of Weird History, where we explore the most bizarre and unbelievable facts from the past. Today, we are going to share with you 10 random history facts that are so absurd, you won't believe they are true. These facts will make you laugh, gasp, and wonder how they even happened. So, without further ado, let's get started with our list of 10 absurd random history facts. Number 10. The Great Emu War. In 1932, Australia declared war on emus. Yes, you heard that right. Emus are large, flightless birds that can run up to 30 miles per hour and cause damage to crops and fences. The Australian government decided to send a military force of 2 men and a machine gun to deal with the emu problem. However, the emus proved to be too fast, too smart, and too numerous for the soldiers. The emus dodged the bullets, split into smaller groups, and even attacked the soldiers' truck. After 6 days of futile fighting, the soldiers withdrew, and the emus won the war. Number 9. The Horse Senator. In ancient Rome, there was a horse that became a senator. The horse's name was Incitatus, and he was the favorite steed of Emperor Caligula, who was notorious for his madness and cruelty. Caligula loved his horse so much that he gave him a marble stable, an ivory manger, a purple blanket, and a collar of precious stones. He also invited him to dine with him and offered him consulship. Some historians believe that Caligula actually appointed his horse as a senator as a way to mock the Roman Senate and show his absolute power. Number 8. The Self-Mummified Monks. In Japan, there was a sect of Buddhist monks who practiced self-mummification. This was a gruesome and painful process that involved starving, dehydrating, and poisoning oneself to death in order to achieve enlightenment. The monks would follow a strict diet of nuts and seeds for 1,000 days, then eat only bark and roots for another 1,000 days, while drinking a poisonous tea made from the sap of the urushi tree. This tea would cause vomiting, diarrhea, and make the body too toxic for maggots to infest. The monks would then seal themselves in a tomb with a small air hole and a bell. They would ring the bell every day to let the others know they were still alive. When the bell stopped ringing, the air hole was plugged, and the tomb was opened after another 1,000 days. If the body was found mummified, the monk was revered as a Buddha. If not, the body was resealed and left to decay. Number 7. The Dancing Plague. In 1518, a woman named Frau Trophia started dancing in the streets of Strasbourg, France, for no apparent reason. She kept dancing for days, without stopping to rest or eat. Soon, other people joined her, and the dancing frenzy spread throughout the city. By the end of the month, about 400 people were dancing uncontrollably, some of them dying from exhaustion, heart attack, or stroke. No one knows what caused this bizarre phenomenon, but some possible explanations include mass hysteria, ergot poisoning, or a religious cult. Number 6. The Exploding Whale. In 1970, a dead sperm whale washed up on the shore of Florence, Oregon. The whale was 45 feet long and weighed 8 tons, and it started to rot and emit a foul odor. The local authorities decided to get rid of the whale by blowing it up with dynamite. They thought that the explosion would disintegrate the whale into small pieces that would be eaten by seagulls and crabs. However, they used too much dynamite, and the explosion sent chunks of whale flesh flying into the air and landing on nearby buildings, cars, and people. One large piece of blubber even crushed a car. The blast also failed to obliterate the whale, leaving most of it still on the beach. Number 5. The Fake Death of Timur. Timur, also known as Tamerlane, was a powerful Mongol ruler who conquered much of Asia and the Middle East in the 14th century. He was also a ruthless tyrant who massacred millions of people and built pyramids of skulls from his enemies. He died in 1405, while preparing to invade China. His tomb in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, had a warning inscription that read, "Whoever opens my tomb will unleash an invader more terrible than I." In 1941, a Soviet anthropologist named Mikhail Gerasimov decided to ignore the warning and open the tomb. He exhumed Timur's body and examined his skeleton. 3 days later, Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union, starting the largest and bloodiest theater of World War II. Number 4. The stolen Eiffel Tower. In 1925, a con artist named Victor Lustig managed to sell the Eiffel Tower to a scrap metal dealer. Lustig posed as a government official and invited 6 scrap metal dealers to a secret meeting at a hotel. He told them that the Eiffel Tower was going to be demolished, and that he had the authority to sell it to the highest bidder. He also convinced them that the deal had to be kept secret, because the public would be outraged by the decision. One of the dealers, named André Poisson, fell for the scam and agreed to pay a large sum of money for the tower. He also paid a bribe to Lustig, thinking that he was a corrupt official. Lustig took the money and fled to Austria, leaving Poisson with a worthless contract and a fake receipt. Poisson was too embarrassed to report the crime, and Lustig got away with his audacious scheme. Number 3. The Great Molasses Flood. In 1919, a large storage tank containing 2.3 million gallons of molasses burst in Boston, Massachusetts. The molasses flooded the streets at a speed of 35 miles per hour, creating a wave that was 25 feet high and 160 feet wide. The molasses engulfed everything in its path, including buildings, vehicles, and people. The flood killed 21 people and injured 150 more. The cause of the tank's rupture was never conclusively determined, but some possible factors include faulty construction, fermentation, and temperature change. The cleanup took months, and the area smelled of molasses for years. Number 2. The War of the Bucket. In 1325, 2 rival city-states in Italy, Bologna and Modena, went to war over a wooden bucket. The bucket had been stolen by Modenese soldiers from a well in Bologna, as a prank and a trophy. The Bolognese were furious and demanded the return of the bucket, but the Modenese refused. This sparked a conflict that lasted for 12 years, and involved thousands of soldiers and hundreds of casualties. The war ended with the Battle of Zappolino, where the Modenese army defeated the Bolognese army and captured their flag. The bucket remained in Modena, where it is still displayed in a museum today. Number 1. The Pig Trial. In 1386, a pig was put on trial for murder in France. The pig had allegedly killed a young boy by biting his face and arms. The pig was arrested and brought to court, where it was dressed in human clothes and assigned a lawyer. The pig was found guilty and sentenced to death by hanging. The trial was recorded in a document by a local clerk, who also noted that the pig had an accomplice, another pig, who escaped and was never caught. And that's it for our list of 10 absurd random history facts. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new and unbelievable about the past. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell for more weird history videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.